My first recollection of Gulf Shores is we drove down, Mom and Dad and I and my cousins and their parents drove down from Birmingham. And of course we got here at night, and we woke up as 5.5, 6.5, and 4.5 year olds to just immense white beaches, perfectly white, and the blue water and everything. So we took off with warnings not to get wet. Well, that lasted about 20 minutes, and we were splashing in the tidal pools and just had a big time. They went home and left me here ever since. And over the years, they would come down for Christmas and our summer vacations, and we'd just hunt and fish. And anywhere you went down here, there was a pond where the canals back here behind us are now dug. There was freshwater ponds from the springs that just cover the area. And we'd catch bluegills, bass, crappie. In the wintertime, there was ducks, rabbits, squirrels, and we ate a lot of game back then. Grandparents kept the restaurant open during the summer months only, and grandfather hunted and fished and sold real estate. My father would find a job in Foley as at one time a insurance salesman, and then he worked for Clump Chevrolet, and then several other jobs. In 1952, my grandmother had a heart attack and couldn't continue the restaurant, and what to do. So during the time we had the restaurant, my father would make 3 or 4 trips a week into Foley to get supplies, lettuce, things we needed for the restaurant. And while doing so, people that were down here staying in the cottages would give him a list of things to get for them, and he would pick them up, and they would give him 10 to 15% over as a tip, I guess. And so they decided that when the restaurant closed, we'd turn it into a little convenience store, and it became Jeannie's Delicatessen. Well, we didn't have any sliced meats or anything in there because it wouldn't keep long enough. But we did have packaged meats and canned goods. Daddy would go to Foley still and buy canned goods and things for the store, and then we'd mark them up 20% over that, and we stayed in business that way. And we did that for years and years, and made a little money, and everybody was happy here. And then one of the wholesale chains, Lewis Bear from Pensacola, I believe, talked Daddy into expanding, and we knocked the walls down and built a bigger store. And then over the years after Dad died, we expanded it 2 or 3 more times. And when Frederick hit in '79, September the 12th, we, in about 1,250 square feet of floor space, grossed over $250,000 in '79, and that was pretty good back then.